Unmasking Aaron Kosminski, most crucial suspect of Jack the Ripper case. In the fall of 1888, the dark streets of Whitechapel, London, witnessed a series of brutal murders that shocked Victorian society. Jack the Ripper, the infamous serial killer who targeted women in the poor district, became the subject of intense speculation and fear. Over 100 years later, the identity of this mysterious figure remains one of history's biggest puzzles. New advances in forensic science suggest that Aaron Kosminski, a 23-year-old Polish barber, was a main suspect in the Ripper case. Kosminski was born on September 11, 1865, in Kłodawa, Congress, Poland, which was part of the Russian Empire at that time. His parents were Golda and Abram Józef Kosminski. Around 1880, Kosminski moved from Poland, possibly because of attacks on Jewish people after Tsar Alexander II was killed in 1881. He settled in Whitechapel, London, where many immigrants were moving. There, he sometimes worked as a barber and relied on his sisters for money. Despite his job, Kosminski struggled with serious mental illness. By 1890, his condition had gotten so bad that he was taken to the Mile End Old Town workhouse. He had symptoms of paranoia, hearing things that weren't there and refusing to keep himself clean. These signs, along with his increasingly odd behavior, painted a worrying picture of a man who seemed to be losing his sanity. In history books, Kosminski's name was mentioned in police notes from the 1880s, but he was never officially blamed for the Ripper murders. In 2014, a study said they found DNA proof that Kosminski was linked to Catherine Eddowes, the Ripper's fourth victim. In 2019, more research confirmed these findings. They used DNA from a shawl believed to be Eddowes's to compare with DNA from Kosminski's living relatives. Critics, though, have doubts about the DNA proof's truth. They say the shawl might not have been at the crime spot and that DNA can't really prove a match. Despite these criticisms, the proof against Kosminski is strong. His closeness to the crime spots, his mental sickness, and the genetic link to the shawl all suggest he could have been involved in the Ripper's crimes. The story of Aaron Kosminski is a dark and mysterious part of the Jack the Ripper case. It's about poverty, immigration, mental illness, and violence in Victorian London. Kosminski's life and supposed crimes still interest historians, forensic scientists, and people who love true crime. It gives a peek into one of history's biggest mysteries, but the real truth about who Jack the Ripper was stays hidden. It waits for more study and finding out.